You know, if this movie came out, like, within a year of the first one coming out, I think people would have been a lot more excited for this film. Heck, maybe even like this film a lot more. Ready or Not 2, Here I Come is the sequel to the first Ready or Not. The bride, Grace, is captured along with her sister, Faith, and she has to pretty much do double or nothing. It's not the worst concept to bring a sequel, but I feel like it would just work better in 2021 or 2020, not 2026. But saying all that, this isn't a bad movie. It's pretty decent. It's just definitely disappointing. Sorry guys, I have the same background right now. I'm still in the process of moving and I still pretty under the weather, so sorry if I sound or look a little rough. I promise by the next review, we'll be back on the right path. There's obvious plot holes and breaking character rules established in the first one to make this movie work, and plenty of unrealistic gun and fighting scenes that just make no sense. But honestly, at the end of the day, this movie is just a turn your brain off, fun ride kind of movie. If you like the first one, you'll find enjoyment out of this film. It's definitely not as impressive as the first one, but you can find enjoyment and probably like this movie. If you didn't like the first one, this movie will definitely not win you over and you'll probably dislike this franchise more. I feel like this sequel, Ready or Not 2, does a really good job of capturing the soul and essence of the first one, but it honestly does nothing to outshine this first one, which a sequel needs to do. Honestly, the kills and action scenes are great and up there with the first one, and also very funny. It's a solid movie that has jokes throughout it, but like I said earlier, it's just a turn your brain off kind of film. This movie tries to explain the devil and the devil cult, which I wasn't a fan of. I'm a strong believer in don't explain the magic, except this time magic isn't magic and it's just straight up devil worship. You get the point. Samara Weaving is great in this film and she's definitely the best thing about this film. I've been a big fan of her since Babysitter. I was a little bit worried about her, the actress playing her sister, Catherine Newton. From the trailer, it just looked like they didn't really have chemistry and she just looked out of place from this film. But I honestly gotta say, I was impressed. I think this is one of her better roles that I've seen her in, and Samara Weaving and her had great chemistry, and it was a realistic, estranged sisters situation going on. It definitely creates plot holes with her being in this film, but again, this movie kind of has a lot of it, so I'll just ignore it. But honestly, the main issue with this film is the first one, the first movie. The first movie, we go into it not knowing a single thing about it, and it just establishes so many things, does really quirky stuff, and you're like, okay, this is a fun ride. This movie just does the same thing as the first one. Like, we know the rules of this game. We know how this operates. It tries to add some stuff to this universe, like explaining the devil worship, playing with some new concepts, and maybe even playing with a secret get out of prison card kind of thing, which they kind of play with, but not really. But it's all over the place with those kind of things. It doesn't establish themselves, it doesn't make itself unique, it doesn't add to this universe, really. And so you're just left disappointed. You're like, you know what's going to happen. Like the ending, it played with a really cool and dark concept. I would say a bad guys winning kind of ending. And I was not expecting the movie to go there when they were playing with it, and it was kind of hinted throughout the film, and I'm like, oh, there's no way they go down that path. And then when they finally do, I'm like, there's no way they stick to it because I know this kind of movie. And they didn't stick to it. They went with a safe ending. And it was really disappointing because this ending could have made a third movie that probably would have been really, really good if you played with it. But it's just disappointing. They played it safe. For a movie that shouldn't be playing it safe because it's not that kind of movie, it plays it safe. Honestly, you walk in this theater knowing how this movie ends, and it ends exactly like that. One thing that really frustrated me about this film, and probably might just be a me thing, but I don't know how you guys feel, is the villains. The first movie does a really good job of showing the villains and exploring the villains and showing why these people are the way they are. And most of the time they're just taught that. They're taught that from a young age from their parent, and their parents did the same thing to them. And at the end of the day, they're scared of the devil. They made a deal with the devil, so now they had to do this. They might not like it deep down, but they have to. And it just plays with a lot of concepts. They have riches, they control the universe, they do all these things, and so they just kind of turn a cheek to what they're truly doing, which is evil, for all this money, for all this power. It doesn't make sense, of course, it's evil. I don't think most people would ever do something like that, but you understand it, you get why they're evil. But in this film, they do the same thing-ish. You know, they don't really explore the villains a lot because, you know, it's a sequel and there's more people. But with one of the villains, they just truly try to make him evil, which I think goes against this whole franchise. This movie just goes straight in, this guy is pure evil, which doesn't make sense. Like, there's moments of debate with Grace and the other devil cult worships, like, choose the lesser evil. And then she says, you guys are all evil, you're sacrificing people, you rule the world, you're the reason why the world has any evil in it. Because they all suck, why should she choose the lesser evil? And that makes sense, that's a good argument. There's not a good one in them because they're all doing bad things at the end of the day. But the way this film makes the most evil option be shown is they have the person who's evil hit his sister. Like, these cult members are literally sacrificing people and are causing wars and can end wars with a single phone call, which is shown through this film, which is crazy. Literally everything that's evil and wrong in this world is caused by this cult, this council. But we're gonna draw the line with this guy hitting his sister? Like, that's the most tame thing an evil person can do, is hit his own sister after she frustrates him. What? It's honestly just a cheap way for the audience to hate one person and feel like the other evil person was right, even though she was wrong too, because they're all evil. It's just stupid, not clever, and poor writing. I expected more from a movie that was clever and fun in the first one. Also, this is me nitpicking, the reason why she's wearing her dress in this one, the same dress, super stupid. I was actually laughing in the movie when they explained why she's wearing it. Overall, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come should have come out 4 to 5 years ago. It doesn't do anything to really stand out or be memorable. There's plenty of fun and solid movies throughout the film, but at the end of the day, it's just eh. So I'm giving Ready or Not 2 a 6.5 out of 10. So, what do you guys think of Ready or Not 2, Here I Come? Why does it have Ready or Not 2? Why can't it just be Ready or Not, Here I Come? That doesn't make any sense. That's an issue right there. Was my rating fair? Comment below your thoughts. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please subscribe and leave a like. Goodbye, y'all.